Hello, dear friends. Today is November the 11th, which marks Veterans Day in the United States of America. And on this day, we remember all those in the armed forces who gave their lives in service to this country. And I could think of no better hymn to focus on today in honor of this holiday than the Navy hymn, which is Eternal Father, Strong to Save. The basis of this hymn is out of Psalm 121, which is known as the Traveler's Hymn, because it requests God's watch care over the comings and goings of His people. The Lord shall preserve your going out and your coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. 19th century hymn books usually had an entire collection of hymns echoing prayers for God's protection of travelers, especially for sailors. Hymns for Christian Melody, for example, which was published in 1832 by the Reverend David Marks, contains 24 hymns under the section entitled Mariners. An 1857 hymnal published by the Free Will Baptist Printing Establishment in Dover, New Hampshire, devotes pages 928 to 943 for hymns to sailors. The most famous Mariners hymn, Eternal Father, Strong to Save, was written in 1869. It is called the Navy hymn because of its association with the Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. It was Franklin Roosevelt's favorite hymn and was sung at his funeral. In November of 1963, its solemn strains accompanied the casket of John F. Kennedy as it was carried up the steps of the U.S. Capitol to lie in state. The deeply moving melody was written by the famous composer John B. Dykes and named Melita after the island where Paul was shipwrecked in Acts 27. Little is known about the author of the words, William Whiting of London. He was master of an Anglican school for musicians, and he wrote several hymns, but only Eternal Father, Strong to Save is widely sung today. William reportedly wrote this hymn as a prayer for a friend who was preparing to sail to America. There follows a verse addressed to the Son, one to the Holy Spirit, and then the closing verse requests traveling mercies from the Trinity. So today, Jake and I offer this hymn to all of you within our congregation who have served so faithfully this country. We ask for prayers for the families of those who have lost loved ones in the fight for this country. And we ask continued prayers for those now who serve, that their service will not be in vain.
Eternal Father, strong to save, whose arm doth bind the restless wave, who bids the mighty ocean deep its own appointed limits keep. Oh, hear us when we cry to Thee, for those in peril on the sea. O Savior, whose almighty word the wind and waves submissive heard, who walked upon the foaming deep, calm amid its rage did sleep. Oh, hear us when we cry to thee for those in peril on the sea. O Holy Spirit, who did brood upon the chaos wild and rude, who bid its angry tumult cease, and gave for fierce confusion peace. Oh, hear us when we cry to thee for those in peril on the sea. O Trinity of love and power, all travelers guard in danger's hour, from rock and tempest, fire and foe, protect